Hello, welcome to our lesson for today. Today we are going to look into chemical for consumers. Consumer is pengguna dalam bahasa Melayu. So basically what we are going to look into today are things that we use in our daily lives. We start with soap. So we know what soap is. It's what we use to clean our hands, to bathe, but today we want to look at it in a chemistry point of view. So the general formula of soap is basically as written here, RCOO minus with either potassium ion or sodium ion. So this is the anion part, and this is the cation part. So the mixture of two of these actually makes soap a salt component. Well, let's look into how we can simplify the long chemical structure of soap molecule that we see in our textbooks. So basically what you need to remember is just this simple wiggly structure with a round head, and this head actually represents the cation and the wiggly part represents the anion. The head is known as the hydrophilic part or water-loving part, and the wiggly part or the anion part is known as the hydrophobic part, which means it doesn't like water. Why is this significant? We will look into it later when we discuss about the action of soap as a cleanser. Okay, so now let's look into how we can prepare a soap. This process is also known as saponification. Okay, let's take for example palm oil. This is basic oil that we see every day. We use it for cooking, and it's actually a type of ester. And we mix it up with a strong base. For example, potassium hydroxide or sodium hydroxide, because we want to introduce potassium and sodium ion into the solution. So this will produce a white solution. But where is the soap? So in order to get the soap, we are going to add in salt. Any salt will do. For this example, we will use sodium chloride, very common household salt we use every day. Okay, so the salt will cause a white precipitate to form on top of the solution. It will form a layer, and this is actually the soap that we want. So basically what we want to do next is to filter out the precipitate from the solution in order to get the product or the soap So as you can see here, adding salt decreases the solubility of the mixture, causing the soap to precipitate, so we can easily filter it out. So let's look into the next thing we need to learn about, which is detergent. What similarity does it have with a soap? Well, they are both a cleansing agent. What makes them different is that, okay, so first, to show you how they are different, I am going to show you the general formula, or rather the simplified formula of a detergent molecule. So this is an example. So same thing, wiggly part, but the head contains something else that is not found in soap, which is this sulfur component here. Molecules of detergent has sulfur. So basically what makes up a detergent is carbon compound such as alkene or benzene with sulfuric acid. Okay, so now let's look into how a detergent is prepared in general. First, it will go through what is called as a sulfonation. This process is carried out in order to introduce sulfur molecule into our product. Then the product from that will be neutralized. It will undergo neutralization in order to form the final product, which is a detergent. So let's recap. For example, a carbon compound for example, long chain alcohol plus sulfuric acid undergoes sulfonation to form sulfonic acid, and then this acid will be neutralized with a strong base or alkali such as sodium hydroxide to form salt and water.